record store day being last week, and this is pretty much coming out, almost a week later, I figured I would show you my record store day haul, but it is also the monthly, music haul. It's pretty much, pretty much April was crazy for me trying to get stuff in, and all that. I really wanted to do a lot more of the Twisted stuff, 25th anniversary stuff. I wanted to get more of that in, but that's going to have to wait a tiny bit longer. But at the same time, I was able to save up a good bit for record store day. I spent $230 and I got a discount. And I waited in line 13 hours. I got there 5 p.m. the day before, and my guy opened around 6, 7-ish, depending, whatever. So I was there pretty much the evening before, and I loved every bit of it. I was exhausted as hell when I came home, but I don't care. But I wanted to show you what I got, and pretty much this is what I got. The whole, I forgot a few things. Pretty much the whole month of, of April. Forgot it for a second. First off, I forgot that these two, that, my mom picked up for me at a flea market. There was a music guy there or whatever, and selling CDs, and they were cheap. So I'll go over the first one. This is it's called Dakota 20th Anniversary Limited Edition, 3 live times ago. No idea what kind of music this is yet. I've yet to kind of check it out, but it's still sealed, which is pretty cool. And then we got Rainbow, which just is the Dio band. This is on stage. Does this say what year? It says 1977 copyright, so I'm guessing it's around there. That's what it looks like. I was trying to explain to her through there, because there's another band from the 60s called Rainbow, and they only put out one album, and I've been trying to find it, but she got that. It's still cool. I still like them, but I was like, oh no, I thought it was the right one, but that's still cool. Now on to the record store day stuff. I'm going to start out with dollar bins, then the one big find I had, and then all the record store day stuff. So first up, we have Arlo Guthrie Dallas' Restaurant. This is my second copy. I don't know if they're the exact same, but I still figured I would pick it up just in case, because why not? It's never a bad thing to have 2 copies of these. It's the best Thanksgiving song ever, or whatever it's called, and it's still just, personally, I think it's such a great song, even though it's almost 20 minutes, about 20 minutes long almost. Still funny. But the best thing about it, the other tracks on there are great. You have Chillin' of the Evening, Ring Around the Rosy Rag, Now and Then, I'm Going Home, Motorcycle Song, and my favorite, Highway in the Wind. Such a good album from top to bottom for something that most people think of as a novelty. Next up, we have Blood Rock 3 by Blood Rock. Now, I got my first copy of this when I was in Columbus last summer at Magnolia Thundercat. I'm going to say Thundercat. But it's a great store. I got it for $4, but it had kind of water damage down here. But at the time, I was like, I don't care. I don't see it. I'll pick it up. Picked this up for pretty much free because I got a discount on the whole lot. But it was originally $1. Good songs on here. Favorite is probably Kool-Aid Kids or a song for a Brother. Very crazy. I'm surprised they never did more, but hey, that's what it is. This I was shocked about. Robert Plant's Now and Then. Never realized this was on vinyl for some reason. It just never passed my mind that this would be on there, because I've found the cassette, I found the CD about 10 times. Pretty much, interesting album overall, from 88. Favorite song off here is probably, Ship of Fools. But still, it's you don't really find a lot of Robert Plant, records. And it has the original, inner sleeve with the liner notes on it. That was a nice find. Here's another nice find right here. Edgar Winter, Entrance, and White Trash. It's a double album. So we have that on the front. This talks about the White Trash album, I believe. And, whatever the hell, and White Trash. Entrance and White Trash. Excuse me, for some reason I was just Okay, there we go. So the first one is LP is Entrance. The second is White Trash, and it's cool how it kind of changes on there. That's pretty interesting. I like it. But yeah, we got that. I'm just looking on here because I'm just interested. Then we got the inside. It shows the other great albums. I'm guessing this is a later 70s pressing because They Only Come Out at Night was 72, and Jasmine Night Dreams, I believe that was 75 or 76. Not 100% sure, but it was definitely a bit older. It's just probably like a late 70s pressing, which is still really awesome. This one, I gotta clean this because I was so surprised I found this, but I need to. Apparently this is some sort of special copy of Frank Zappa. It says, "Shut up and play your guitar some more. Loaned for promotion, not for sale," stamped on the back. Has a ton of crazy songs on it, but it's in rough shape. Like the inside has a lot of, I did double check, that is not mold, that is just dirt, like dust dirt, because I double checked it, all that stuff. And then the original inner sleeve is like water stained, dirt stained, or whatever. Same kind of with the album. The album's kind of just dusty, like very dusty, but at the same time, this was in a dollar bin. I can't leave that in a dollar bin. Are you kidding me? I barely see Frank Zappa albums to begin with, let alone promotional ones like this. That's awesome. It has I'm trying to read this. It's weird. It says variations on Carlos Santana's secret chord progression. Gee, I Like Your Pants. Canarsie, Ship Ahoy, The Deathless Horsey, Shut Up and Play Your Guitar Some More, Pink Napkins. Weird, but I was like, I had to. You can't leave it behind. Blackfoot Marauder is the next one. I have their one album. It's like Anaconda or something like that, or what is it? Strike. It's something with a snake on the front of it. I like it. It's like weird southern rock stuff, but I figured I'd pick it up for $1. Why not? Plus, the cover looks so cool. I like the bird on it. This is from '81. It looks like. It looks crazy. It I don't know what it reminds me of, but that's just interesting. I think the cover really drew me to it more than anything. Next up, we had the original motion picture score for Alice's Restaurant by Arlo Guthrie. Now this has kind of bits and pieces. It's cool. It has the movie. I really want to see the whole thing. I've only seen bits and pieces. There's a VHS and a DVD that I want, but it has appearances by Pete Seeger, Lee Hayes, and a lot of other people on here. You can see on the back. And it has a lot of different songs on it. I'll hold it up to show it. But it has songs by Arlo Guthrie, obviously, including Alice's Restaurant Massacre Parts 1 and 2. We have, it has Gary Sherman, Joni Mitchell, Guthrie and Sherman, another Gary Sherman. So it's pretty interesting, whatever you would say. Pretty interesting album, but I figured for $1, pick it up. This one was very odd, but I wanted to pick it up. Rare Earth in Concert. 2 records in this bag. It looks like a book bag. I just thought that was pretty neat. And even aside, this is not a gatefold album. So you see that little kind of fold in there? That's just designed like that. And then I'm gonna pull bits out. I'm gonna pull the whole thing out, and I'm gonna show it off bit by bit. But it's a weird one. We have, this is what the sleeve looks like. That's what it looks like on both of them, so I'm only gonna show you the one. And that's kind of what the it has the Rare Earth label and all that. Pretty cool. Ooh, get in there. But it also comes with this flat, which I thought was pretty neat. Like a little weird design. It has the pull, I'm guessing. That's how to show, how to take the record out, and actually should fit perfectly in here if I'm correct. if it wants to. Yeah, fits perfectly right in there. That's pretty neat. Then it's the same thing on this side. That's the other record. Pretty cool. For $1. I don't know how I got that lucky, but I'm like, for $1, that is awesome. Like, even if you're not a super fan, like, I'm not a super big fan of Rare Earth, but just more of the concept of it all, like the book bag album, pretty much. Ooh, the glue is starting to get out. You gotta be careful with it. But the whole concept of it looking like a book bag and all, I think that's what kind of drew me into picking it up, especially for that affordable, and it's like a little flip top. It reminds me of my Grin All Out album that I got. And this was an insane find, but it needs some work. I might have to clean it. Like, even the sleeve, I don't know. It says Red Queen to Griffin 3. Well, Red Queen to 3 or Red Queen to Griffin 3 by Griffin. But the cool part about this is on my obscure music collection. And it's a promotional copy for $1. And it's not just promotional copy, it's promotional copy label. Promotion only, not for sale. The vinyl is kind of rough condition. Like, not like horrible, but it definitely needs a clean. And it's cool. It's especially branded for Airplay. That's wild. I was like so excited to see that. I'm glad I remembered it, because I forgot it at the time. Next up, this is my kind of grail find and finishes off one of my obscure bands. This is Black Pearl Live by Black Pearl. And I had picked up their self-titled album from the same guy about a month beforehand. And I was like crossing my fingers that it was there, and it was there. So they only made 2 albums. This one and the self-titled. So pretty much their whole entire catalog is in my collection now. Which I don't think I can say that for any other artist. Is this the original inner sleeve? No, it's just a generic paper one, but why is the record outside of it? That is very odd, but still cool. It's on Prophecy Records. Whoa. I was like, I'm gonna clean these, so it's like, if you see a little bit of static or whatever, don't worry. This will get cleaned and they'll get put in the anti-static sleeve. But like, I'm more worried about like finger placement. It's not on the groove. I'm just kind of worried about getting it back in the sleeve safely. But yeah, that was like, this was like my big highlight of Record Store Day, even though it's not a Record Store Day record. Sounds weird, but whatever. I wonder if the person on the back has any more. Maybe I can reach them. Whatever. Okay, we're gonna get into Record Store Day stuff. This is the Cranberries, Wake Up and Smell the Coffee. Apparently this is the first time it's been on vinyl, which is cool, and it's on transparent vinyl. I have yet to open these, and the reason is, when I move out, whatever the hell, I want to get a better record player setup. This is mine, it's a really good one, but I want to use it for already open records. I don't want to play crisp new ones, and pretty much all my Record Store Day ones, as soon as I get like a better setup, they'll be played on there, because I want them to be the the best quality. But it's a good album. It has Never Grow Old, which is a really good one. Wake Up, Smell the Coffee, obviously, that's a good song off of there. And This Is the Day. And apparently, well, the cover is done by I believe it's by Storm Thorgerson, or Thurgeson, however you say his name. He was the guy who did a lot of the Pink Floyd album covers, which I thought was interesting. Still cool, whatever. This was a nice one I was able to pick up. I was happy. Twisted Electric Lettuce on vinyl. This is like a yellowish green transparent vinyl, and it's a good album. And I like how it's like old-timey, like old anti-smoking marijuana ads on it. I thought that was pretty cool. It has 2 bonus songs. By Myself and Hydra, which is the OG version. By Myself was released as like a 420 single. Don't remember what year. I don't remember if it was last year, but it might have been the last year or the year before that, along with this. Whatever. But the Hydra OG version, I believe I've heard it before, but I'm not 100%. Those are bonuses, but this does have a lot of interesting artists on it, as Blaze, Boondocks, Gibby Stites, Billy Obey and Joey Black from Alazoli Lou, Axe Murder Boys, Red, and Know the Horror, just on one track. And then Lee Carver from AXE is on the next track, High Till I Die. Interesting kind of thing the whole way around. It has 1, 2, 3. I gotta read it. It has 3 different skits on there, like kind of tripping out. We have Get Nips, Get Blaze, and then Safe Space or Safe Place. Cool overall. I like it. Next one. I was excited about this. The Rolling Stones' Beggar's Banquet on 180 gram vinyl on swirling mass of gray, blue, black, and white, as the replica 11 by 18 poster and the original gatefold art and the original cover, apparently, because a lot of the other ones were apparently censored. Like, it was kind of just the white cover with the cursive on it, which I have one, but I love the toilet cover a lot better. I feel like it just it fits it better, and it has the little information strip on it, which is neat. I'm not a fan of the strips a lot. Like, it's a very iffy one, because it's like, if I were to take this out, where's that gonna go? That's how I look at it. But nevertheless, pretty cool. Just looking at what I'm looking at. Next up, we have the Strawberry Alarm Clocks, Incense and Peppermints. This is like a psychedelic-ish album from the 60s, I believe. 67 originally released. And this is apparently this is a big one that a lot of people were like after, especially in line. Interesting album. Not one of my favorites, but it's part of that weird music, so I had to just normally. And it's cool because it has I was like, I thought it said Johnny Cash for a second. I was like, wait a minute. My favorite songs on here probably The World's on Fire, even though it's an 8.5 minute track. It's good. And then Unwind the Clock. I have number 200 out of 3,000. I thought that's a pretty cool piece. Keeping with, actually, I'm gonna say that till last, because I want to kind of rant on that. But next up, we have the Pogues, Steph Records B-Sides 84 to 87. This is a nice cover. I believe this is the lineup from Red Roses for me, and I want to say the Rum Sodomy and Lash, because I don't believe she was in it for If I Should Fall From Grace Is God. I didn't see her on the cover of it. I think she left the band after that. I'm not 100% sure though. Her name's Kate O'Riordan. Hope I'm not saying that right. I'm bad with pronunciation, but still interesting. That's what it looks like. It's on 2 LP marbled vinyl. This one's interesting. I kind of want to go over this a bit more. Side 1 is the band played Waltzing Matilda, Repeal of the Licensing Law, The Parting Glass, and A Pistol for Patty Garcia. The first one is the B-side of Dark Streets of London. The second one is the B-side of Boys from the County Hell, which is a good track off of that. The Parting Glass is the B-side of Dirty Old Town, and A Pistol for Patty Garcia is a B-side for the same. Interesting, because I like a lot of these songs. I like a lot of the B-sides more than I like the A-sides of them. And then we have Whiskey You're the Devil and Merchant Durkin. And then what is it? The Wild Rover, and then The Leaving of Liverpool, which is probably one of my favorites, and that was a bonus on Red Roses for me. First one was a B-side of A Pair of Brown Eyes, same with Merchant Durkin. And then The Wild Rover and Leaving Liverpool was B-side to Sally McLennan. And then pretty much side 3 is the Poetry in Motion EP. So London Girl, Rainy Night in Soho, The Body of an American, Planksty Knoll Hill, they were all kind of like around that, they're in that bonus area, but I believe they were also, what the hell you want to call it? They were the bonuses for Rum Sodomy and Lash. And side 4 is the Irish Rover, featuring the Dubliners, and Mountain Dew, or the rare old Mountain Dew featuring the Dubliners. They were kind of like the A-side, B-side, I'm guessing they just kind of got put on the same. And then Battle March Medley and Shane Bradley were both the B-sides of Fairy Tale in New York, which obviously everyone knows at Christmas. Great album. I was so excited to pick it up, especially it has a lot of my favorites on here. I would definitely give a lot of their catalog a listen. It's so worth it. This one, I wish, these next two, I was kind of shocked he got in. In This Moment, Beautiful Tragedy on Powder Blue. Woo, they're starting to go. I gotta hold them up. This, I remember listening to this in like middle school, high school, like finding them, and I was so excited about it. And I thought it said regional focus, so I was worried it was gonna be like only UK or only Japan, whatever the hell, because it has the Japanese only tracks, the bonuses. Weird. But I think my favorite song off it is probably Prayers or Beautiful Tragedy. It's a really good one. Legacy of Odio is a nice one. Just crazy album overall, and I was so excited to add this to my collection. Especially, I had just found the CD not that long ago. This one, I was glad I caught this because I did not catch this the very first time I went through the list, or the second or the third or the fourth. It was probably the 7th time I went through the list that I caught this, which kind of was like, wow, how did I miss this album? The shrink wrap is a bit weird, but this is Marble Frogs, a self-titled album. Now, the story behind this is very weird, and I'll read the hype sticker. Widely regarded as one of the rarest and most valuable American psych LPs, his 1968 album from Tulsa, Oklahoma, features 10 fuzzed-out manic covers and 2 killer originals. The very first fully licensed and band-authorized reissue, remastered for Record Store Day 2023, pressed on 180-gram Green Frog vinyl, limited edition of 1,500. Now this is crazy because, well, I just want to show the back too. Cool. That the original, apparently it's rumored, I don't know if people have like decided fully if it was 150 releases or 250 or 100. I've heard all 3 of them, but the average price on Discogs when I last checked was like in the $700 range. Now, I would say for American psych, possibly one of the higher up ones, but I know of a lot of other psychedelic LPs, krautrock, hard rock, stuff like that, like more of these obscure bands that can go in the thousands, like what is it, Sahinki Chen or Sinki Chen? It's like a Japan prog rock, psychedelic rock, stuff like that. I think the average price for a first press is like $2,000, or that's like the high end, whatever the hell. But it's like, that's still really cool that it was repressed, because I did not notice that. I'm gonna go over the track listing too, because a lot of interesting ones out here, like Born to Be Wild, Fire by Jimi Hendrix. You have Strange Brew, Season of the Witch, I'm So Glad, Love Me Again, I'll Feel a Whole Lot Better, Feel the Sun, Rider, Connection, There's a Girl, and Sky Pilot. Crazy ass album, and I was so happy to add this to my collection. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this month. I was not really too out there hunting, more on the line of I was just trying to save up to be able to do this, and luckily enough, I got super lucky. I picked up a whole entire trunk load, or carload actually, of records, and I sorted through them, took out the molded ones, whatever the hell, blah blah blah, and pretty much put them on for sale for about $100. You had good shit in there. You had like Zeppelin, you had Elton John, you had a lot of good stuff in there, because I'm not going to collect them if I already have them, unless it's a different pressing, whatever. But it was in there, and then same guy also bought my reel-to-reel tape player and tapes, which is about another 100, and I saved up a lot more here and there through selling stuff. So I got lucky, and I came out with a great haul. Yeah, stay tuned next month, because I have no idea what I'm going to be finding, especially with yard sale seasoning opening up. Seasons open up. It's starting to come out. Flea markets. I want to check out more record stores. I would say within the next 5 years, or 10 years, I would say. However long it is. I really want to try to hit a lot of record stores in the country. At least one per state, which I think would be interesting. But we'll see when that happens. But just stay tuned for next month, and I will see you then.